When I was a little kid, I believed a lot of stuff that just wasn't true. It's not that I was a gullible kid or stupid or whatever. I just would see things around me and make assumptions about how they happen. For example, I remember being in the car with my parents and we'd stop at a stoplight and I would just think, wow, the timing on this is so perfect. The green would start and the red would start and, you know, this car would stop, this car would go. I, of course, disregarded all those times when you're sitting at the stoplight and you're waiting and the light just won't turn green and there are no cars coming. So disregarding all of those, I just figured there had to be some people who were just in a watchtower watching. They would wait for the cars to come up and they would hit like a clicker and change the colors of the light. And I thought there were just these towers hidden from public view and there were people in there constantly. They probably had food and water there so they could just, you know, sit even at like 2 in the morning because the lights still worked at 2 in the morning. That didn't make any sense. To be honest, I'm still not entirely sure how stoplights work. But I know it's not like that. I should probably look that up. Another thing that I used to believe was, I thought that all the songs on the radio were constantly being played live. So you'd be listening to a Mariah Carey song, and that meant that Mariah Carey and her backing band were in the studio at the radio station right that second, singing and playing the song. And as it faded out, they would just sing quieter and quieter and play quiet until it was done. And that's so stupid, but I legitimately thought that there were always people literally playing the music in the station. It would suck if you're like Halsey because they play Closer like every 2 songs. I thought that when you ate, your food would go down to your toes and fill up slowly and slowly. And so I thought I could eat as much as my body could literally hold. I knew that you had bones and muscles and blood, but for some reason I also thought that there was just an empty chasm inside of you for holding food, not including the stomach. From your toes all the way up to your head, which doesn't make sense because your food goes in your mouth. So I don't know how it would get to the top of your head. Child logic, I guess. The last one I have is my favorite because I wasn't a little kid when I believed this. I believed this all the way up until I was 16 years old. I thought that germs from babies were smaller than germs from adults. And that meant that an adult couldn't get sick from a baby because their germs were too small to affect you. I am serious. I thought that that was true. Don't know what gave me that idea. I think I just kind of assumed, which doesn't make any sense. I would hold my baby brother if he had a cold and my mom would say, don't get too close to him, and I'd be like, why? His germs can't make me sick. I've learned a lot over these past 6 years. It's kind of embarrassing to say that I thought that that was true, but what are you gonna do? You learn and grow. If you guys have any ridiculous stories or things that you thought as a kid, just leave them in the comments below. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, you can give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye!